Hello and welcome. Come on in. We are the Whistlestop Screen Print Shop. We are primarily screen printers. But these are what we do when we get a wild hair and we want to blow off some steam. We make a shirt for fun.
The Camp Verde Chamber and Business Alliance, and today I'm going to ask Miss Lydia Dartt of Whistlestop a few questions about her business and what she does, what she likes to do, and how she can help you as the other businesses in the general area here at Camp Verde. So first of all, tell us a little bit about your how you got to Camp Verde and how your business started and all that sort of thing. A little background on what we got here with the Whistlestop.
All right. Well, my husband actually spent a significant part of his youth here in Camp Verde and never thought he would return, but he's a veteran. He came back. He is actually a disabled veteran, and because of his disabilities, we were really looking for something that we could do where they wouldn't be an impediment to him, so that when he had a bad day or a bad night, we could maybe adjust our schedule to accommodate that. And so my sister-in-law, who lives here in Camp Verde, actually had a friend who had some screen printing equipment for sale and said, hey, let's do this.
Okay.
And so we did, and we found ourselves back in Camp Verde. And my sister-in-law, she wound up going on to another really great opportunity for her. So it's just me and Steven, and we are so thankful to be here in Camp Verde. Camp Verde is such a great town, and the people here are so loyal.
Yes.
They're so eager to support each other, and we're just so grateful to all of our business partners, everyone that we've had the opportunity to work with. The people are so kind, they're so nice, and we're so happy to be here raising our family.
Awesome.
So that's kind of it in a nutshell.
All right, so we've kind of already panned around the display store here of the various things for sale, but where do the elves actually work and make all these things for all your products and such?
Well, John, as you know, because you helped us, we were able,
That's right.
as my husband says, buy a shop that happens to be on a piece of property that happens to have a house on it.
Yeah.
And so we now have our shop at our home.
Yes.
And so that's where Steven does the screen printing, and so we have a really great shop set up there. And then we take our orders and process, deliver through the store here.
Gotcha, yeah. I think that shop is like a 50 by 6, 3,000 square feet. It's pretty huge.
Quite large.
Yeah.
It's 4,000 square feet.
Now, you mentioned earlier that you initially started with the screen printing that got you off the ground, but you've kind of evolved a little bit, and you have a few other things you can offer now too, right?
We do, actually. So because we're screen printers and we do sports teams, among many other things, we do events, fun runs, fundraisers, all types of family reunions. We do a lot of different, all different types of jobs. No job is too small, no job is too big.
No.
We have the equipment to cut vinyl.
Okay.
Which means we can also cut adhesive vinyl. So we also do vehicle decoration. I'm looking around because I see projects we've done all over town. So we do cut vinyl for vehicle decoration. So usually it's business branding primarily.
Correct, yeah.
And we also do printed vinyl. We have a local Northern Arizona supplier who does our printed vinyl for us. So we do window perfs that you can do on storefronts, on vehicles, which doesn't impede the visibility, which is very nice.
So,
among other things.
as mentioned earlier, that Lydia and Whistlestop, they are here to help businesses promote themselves with either vehicles, with the signage, or the signage in front of the storefronts, shirts, hats, and you mentioned you have some embroidery availability too. Yeah.
We do. So we're a small business, so we really have a heart for other small businesses. And as a small business, you're always looking for the most efficient use of your marketing money, especially in a small town. And logo wear is particularly effective in a small town because everyone sees you at bashes, at the post office, everyone sees you around and about, and it's not like getting lost in the crowd as you would in a larger town.
Correct.
So there's a lot of interaction that comes off of wearing branded clothing. So I have a customer, very small run. I think we did maybe 8 shirts for her. She's a realtor. And she came back to me and she said, I've never had so many people walk up to me and talk to me because I'm wearing my shirt, because I'm branded. And it's like, I gotta wear clothes anyway.
Yeah, I've seen them on the shopping carts with those advertisements of realtors and different businesses and things too.
And so when she's wearing her own logo, her own stuff, she's getting approached more than ever before.
There you go, because they
she's
know
wearing
she's in that business.
And so now we have her vehicles all decorated with her logos. It's in the parking lot. It's on the highway. She's everywhere. She's getting a lot more exposure than she did, and it's a very high return on your marketing money.
Yeah, that started with 8 shirts.
8 shirts.
8 shirts. You know, there you go. You never know where this ends up.
No order is too small.
Right. Now that was another thing a lot of people ask, because you seem to cater to businesses primarily, larger runs typically. Is there talk about the setup fees and that? How does that work with your company?
So that's true. So with screen printing, the labor is really upfront, and before we print any shirts. It's in preparing the artwork and preparing the screens. And so short runs do tend to be more expensive per shirt, per print, than large runs. So runs of 100 or more pieces, all the setup fees are waived.
Outstanding.
But anything less than that we do charge. And so what we do is we work with our customers and their artwork. If they have something, basically there's 2 things, 2 approaches that I have. First of all, analyze the artwork. Is it really suitable for screen printing? Because not all artwork is suitable for screen printing. Sometimes there are other processes that will be more affordable.
Like the vinyl or maybe embroidery even, depending on the situation.
Or direct-to-garment printing.
Yeah, okay.
So it all depends on the artwork. So if we have a small run with a lot of colors in it and a lot of print locations, that's going to be really expensive to do. And so we will either work with them to edit that artwork down to something that will be more affordable, or we will refer them to another process. Hopefully right here in the Verde Valley.
Gotcha, right.
And then because we do so many businesses and that we have their logos on file, then they often will say, hey, I want a ton of hats. We do a lot of hats with embroidery. Polos, we do a lot of embroidery. So we don't actually do the embroidery ourselves. We outsource that to local Verde Valley vendors who do that embroidery for us.
So another way to help the other businesses, and so you come to Whistlestop for embroidery, you're helping other businesses as well, directly or indirectly. So this is awesome.
Yeah, and often, if there's a situation where I'm like, you know what, you're going to be better served if you just go directly to the embroiderer. We have no problem doing that.
Right.
But often, because they have a business relationship with us from doing their shirts, they're just like, just do the embroidery and handle it for us.
Okay, yeah. So by helping others, you help yourself, because it all comes around,
Yes.
Yeah.
And we all work together. In fact, I'm doing an estimate from my embroiderer right now. She had somebody come and they want some screen printed, and so we work together all the time.
Awesome. All right. Any other things we haven't touched on you want to expound on for our viewers here?
Yes. So another thing that we do are banners.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we do a lot of banners. So we do regular vinyl banners, and we also do mesh banners. So vinyl banners are fantastic if there's a substrate that they're going to go against, for example, a wall, something like that.
Because the colors, contrast can really pop on that. Yeah.
Well, that's true, but more a matter of if it's a freestanding banner, we go with the mesh, because the wind passes through without any difficulty.
We just had that experience earlier with our banner.
Okay.
Yeah, so there you go, a mesh one.
Mesh is a great choice. So anytime we have a freestanding banner, I try to encourage that we would go ahead and go to the mesh. And they print beautifully, they last a long time, they're amazing.
Right. Okay.
We also do aluminum signs, smaller aluminum signs that are printed.
Okay.
In fact, we did all of the signs here, all the signage here at the Wingfield Plaza, and for Chambers Realty, we've done all the signs throughout here. And so we do that. We can't do huge ones in the aluminum, but we do the smaller.
Okay.
So like 24 by 36. Well, I have them right here. That's 24 by 36. So we do those.
Just about anything we could make sense. You can work it out, right?
We do. We do, and we also do promotional products of pretty much any kind. That's not our primary. That's really it's very subsidiary to everything else that we do.
But you could get something set up like that to match the other things you're doing, to be in the same family of colors and logo and all that.
What happens so often is, as a business is starting, in order to have that credibility. And it does give a business tremendous credibility to show up wearing your own logo.
Yes.
And it's especially important for plumbers, HVAC, landscapers, contractors, that when they're showing up on a job, they clearly belong.
Right, kind of like the uniform almost,
Yes.
right? People recognize it over time.
Yeah,
right?
so I had
Back to the
a
branding,
new
yeah.
business come in, and
Yeah.
again, it was a small order, but he's like, you know what, I'm sick and tired of my guys wearing other people's shirts, so I'm buying shirts, and we're wearing our shirts.
Beautiful.
And
there you
so
go.
that now his whole job site looks, very uniform, super
Right.
professional, and it's just a great way to do.
Yeah.
Your
Well, y'all
schedule.
doing my grandson's Sedona Can-Am
That's
going.
true,
I saw
that's
that.
true. That's true.
Awesome.
Thank you. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we do retail.
Yeah.
Obviously we're doing wholesale to retail outlets and
Yeah.
things like that, but
Outstanding.
we do pretty much do it all.
Alrighty. Well, thank you very much, Lydia, and welcome to the town of Camp Verde and
Thank you.
helping be part of our business community.
Oh, thank you for
Yeah,
saying that,
yeah.
because I wanted to mention
Okay.
that we have actually
You got triggered.
next month will be our 5-year anniversary.
Well,
We've
we're gonna
been
do
here for
something.
5 years.
Well, we're gonna have to do an open house there to celebrate with that coming
Yes,
up. Yeah, I think
yes.
you're talking with Miss Sheri on that right now.
Yes, we are.
Okay. So there you go, 5-year anniversary. Hey, that's pretty good for new business.
It's a big
You get past
deal.
that 5-year part, you're on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a big deal. It's a very big deal.
All right.
So
well,
thank you so
thank
much.
you so much for your time, there,
Thank
Miss Lydia.
you,
Okay.
John.
All righty.
And thank you.
Okay. Well, on behalf of the Camp Verde Chamber and Business Alliance, welcome to Whistlestop, and hope you all can get yourselves promoted